Hey guys.
Hello.
Hello there, everybody. And I also see that it is not as laggy as I thought it was going to be. Yes, it works. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Zcast, a special episode on the Sunday. What is this? We are back with episode 6 of the Zcast, featuring my good friend, Caleb Ross. Welcome, my dude.
Oh, shit! Like I thought it was.
Okay, that just happened.
Hey guys,
Oh, no.
I didn't expect it to shoot out that far. That's what she said.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Hey guys, how you guys doing?
What was that, indeed? Jesus. Well, that was an
That
intro.
was scary.
Get down. Get down. Get down.
If that was going the other way, then my monitor would be dead right now. That would have been terrible.
Dude, rip monitor 2021.
Oh my god.
Rip a monitor.
Oh my god, these moments. Well, that was an intro. Welcome back, everybody, to episode 6 of the Zcast, featuring my boy Caleb Ross. Welcome, my dude.
Thank you for having me.
And as always, my lovely co-host, Revive Gamer. Hi, HD.
Very big poggers. Very big
Very big
poggers.
pog. Yeah, we're back at it again. Yeah, I know it's quite laggy. It's because of all the stuff that's on the screens. That's why. But we're still looking into stuff how to get it improved. The part is that you guys can hear us and can see us a bit, since we're still working on a ton of stuff. We're still beginning at podcast, but it's still looking better. If you guys did not notice yet, we have a new overlay made by lovely Choose.
Yes, sir. Mr. Choose.
We also have Caleb Ross wearing some CWC merch.
Let's
Lovely.
go!
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that later a little bit.
Indeed,
Talk about
indeed,
that.
because there's been a lot of developments around that. But yeah, this is going to be the new overlay for a while, since we're just going to be testing stuff to see how we can make it less laggy.
I will say it looks very pretty.
He's very purdy indeed.
Yo, Mango,
I
thanks
like
for
it
this
so
sub.
much.
Welcome to
Hey,
the channel.
alright.
Alright. Let's kick this one off. Right?
Yes, sir.
What do we start with?
Do we go hard hitting first, or should we go with the big thing, or should we do something else? Should we get into the some thoughts about a certain game that I won't say?
I guess talk about the engine, maybe?
We should talk about. Should we talk about Cold War and Modern Warfare a little bit?
I think that
We
is
talk about that?
a good thing. Let's talk about this, the Warzone engine.
Caleb's face right now.
It's like, ah.
Oh my
Alright,
god.
so, don't know if you guys saw it, but lately there has been a lot of leaks going around. An actual big one where a video got leaked for the new 80's Verdansk map. And in the gameplay that we have seen that was leaked, it doesn't look like it's the Modern Warfare engine, but it also does. So, what do we think of this new engine that might be there? Is it going to be Modern Warfare or is it going to be Cold War?
It'll never get found out. It'll be a mystery forever.
Either way, I'll be throwing up, so it doesn't really matter for me.
It's already starting.
Let's go. All right.
I'll give Cold War the benefit of the doubt. Cold War, it looks pretty beautiful. Okay, the game looks pretty beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. The campaign was fucking beautiful. I'll give them the benefit of that.
Yes.
That is something.
Then when we talk about Die Machine, that map, other than when you're in Dark Ether mode, makes me want to fucking vomit. Dark Ether looks very beautiful because it's very colorful.
Yes,
So
sir.
wait, how do you make red graffiti look gray? Like, how is that even possible?
I don't
We
know.
will never know.
I don't understand.
I don't know.
That's-
Dude,
if
Modern
Caleb
Warfare
ever
does the
makes
same
it,
thing.
if Caleb
Yeah.
ever makes it, he's gonna go to Treyarch. First thing he's gonna ask, he can ask anything. Why the fuck was the graffiti gray in Die Machine? Like, the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah.
What? It's just a color
What
scheme.
do you mean? It was red. I'm like, it's red graffiti, but it looks gray. It just looks
looks gray.
bad.
No, that it looks like some of the colors look washed out, especially in both Cold War. Some of them look washed out. They don't even look the actual color. They just look weird.
If I
You
get
look very
motherfucking
weird.
Stuart in this fucking chat saying that Ascension colors look bad, have you played Die Machine lately?
If you know, guys, my newest video on the channel, watch it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
By the way, that
So
staff cut my finger. Ow.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
god. Get the ER. Get the ER.
Did it actually
Look
cut
at
your
Band-Aid,
finger?
No.
actually. Yeah. Cut
Is
my
it
finger.
bleeding?
I hurt.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I hurt.
Dude,
Ow.
can we talk about that real quick? That whole like
My staff cut my finger.
shenanigans? No, not that. Well, that's crazy too. But no, the thing that happened this week with the Ascension. Can we just talk about that real quick?
Oh boy, I have a lot to talk about.
Stuart
that.
Little. What a character.
I don't know where this why this conversation or any of this shit happened. I'm like kind of behind. I know what happened. Like I watched Flamer's video. I watched the. What the hell happened, man? Just people dissing on Ascension, dude, and people are getting mad. Is that...
Yeah, basically that's it. If you saw his video, he said 4 things about the map. He said that it was boring, it was easy, there was no color, and monkeys. Those were his 4 arguments. And I would have agreed with one of them if he actually said the Matryoshka dolls. That's what I said in my videos, because the Matryoshka dolls are god-awful.
Yeah, they're pretty bad. Oh my god.
That's what I think about his entire opinion.
I mean, that's what we all thought about it. That's why I made a reaction video. And he actually responded to it. He actually did respond to it. So I was really surprised to see that. And he's like, yeah, I'll make my own reaction to it on Twitter. But I still have not seen anything yet.
Oh boy. Oh no.
All I'm saying is I'm in the kitchen right now. I'm cooking something in the kitchen. Stuart Little, you better fucking watch out, kid.
Oh my god.
I'm coming for you!
You are not safe. That's all Caleb has to say.
I
You're
mean,
not
my
safe.
man
never
likes
safe.
Shangri-La
Oh god.
for high rounds. That's
Now,
all
if
I'm
he makes a
gonna say.
video saying why Spaceland is one of the worst zombies in fucking history. Where's my knife?
Bro, he said he was gonna whip out the belt. I'm gonna whip out more than just the belt if he says Spaceland is bad.
Oh fuck, this is a file. There we
YouTube
go.
algorithm are like, yo, that's a
go.
knife. That's a knife.
There we go. We're gonna cut him up. Cut him up.
All right.
We do not condone violence on this podcast.
Oh my god.
Maybe we do. Maybe we don't. I don't know. But no, we don't. We do not condone such violence. It's not. It's not okay. It's quite not okay.
The freaking water bottle every single time. Oh my god. But going back
Oh
to
man.
But going back to what we were talking about. So yeah, this new engine. It looks like it's Cold War, but it's probably gonna be the Modern Warfare engine. It's gonna be interesting to see how Warzone will fit into that. And also, what has been found this week. We have been talking about it on the podcast for a little bit. I think 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks. Is that people are seeing that you're able to put camos from Black Ops Cold War on the Modern Warfare guns. And we did actually get a picture this week out today actually, 5 hours ago, that someone was able to put Dark Matter Ultra on a freaking M4.
Yes, I do see it right here as well. Someone did get to put a Dark Matter Ultra onto the M4A1 on Modern Warfare, so I mean, I don't know what that is. I don't know what kind of bug that is, but it's interesting to see what it is.
I just see
That'd be
that
cool.
my picture was not up there. Okay, let me just change that real quick. Okay, it's just loading. I'll show you guys in a moment. We can talk about it further.
Does Dark Matter Ultra look better in game?
They did update it a while ago,
Yeah.
or not, like a couple weeks ago when they
did
updated it.
update it.
It definitely looks a lot better now. But yeah, it looks way better. It was dog crap before. It was terrible.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys remember OG BO3 Dark Matter?
Oh, God. I mean, BO3. I wish BO3 Dark Matter was in the game, but
Do you remember OG BO3 Dark Matter
Yep.
though?
oh
That was
Like
dark.
before it was
terrible.
animated.
That was dark.
yeah, that was
It was
so
literally-
weird.
It was just
It
purple.
was so weird.
It was dark
it was
purple.
like Purple Man Purple.
Purple guy.
It was literally purple guy purple. It was just like camo. It was so bad.
Purple.
Dark matter is the
Shit
gun
was
behind
so
the slaughter.
Oh
Very big.
no.
Very nice.
Holy shit, it is cold in my room right now.
Oh my
Close
god.
this window.
I can't get the picture up. It's okay though. I'll link it in the chat. Anyway, I guess that's done with the Warzone engine part. I guess we don't know what to say about that. Oh no.
Oh god.
No, what is that?
Oh no. It's going to attack. It's going to attack us. Don't hurt us.
There you go.
Alright.
I move 'em.
What should we talk next about, Revived?
I don't even know.
Caleb broke him already.
Hey, Revive, what should we talk about next, bro? I don't even know.
We're 10 minutes in and Revived is already broken down.
Well, guys, that's this episode for Zcast. Hope you guys have a great rest. We're all out of topics.
No, I know what we can talk about, but I was just thinking maybe Revive want to talk about. I actually want to talk about this picture that was posted on April 7th, which was Tom Henderson saying that Vanguard World War II is not looking good at the moment. It's looking to be a fucking disaster. Like,
Is Tom Henderson like? Is he a dev?
No, he's
No.
he's a leaker. He used to be a YouTuber back. I remember watching his content back in the day. His thing was a long sensation too. I used to like watch his videos. He was a YouTuber. Now he does most stuff like that.
yeah.
So, yeah. So that's what he's doing, and
I
basically
mean,
he says,
they said that about Cold War too, but like before
Yeah.
we got that announced, they said Cold
Yeah,
War right now is looking atrocious. And
it's
yeah.
also a different thing though, because with when he's saying Vanguard, to put simply, is a disaster. The thing is this is a like Sledgehammer is not Treyarch in a way where like this is a new Sledgehammer team. The team that is right there, right in that have never produced a game together. You know, Treyarch has produced games together, and they've gone through stuff, so they know how that works, and that's probably one of the main reasons why they got through that game of Cold War and got it through, is because they had prior experience. But it's gonna be interesting to see what happens, because they're not gonna this new team's not gonna have that, and I wonder what kind of struggles they're gonna go through
Yeah.
with the process.
Since
I agree with that. Yeah.
like it is still. I hope they saw the freaking player base talk about World War II Vanguard with the leaks, and I do hope that they will continue with that trend of okay, maybe we could go for an alternate universe. I think that would be really interesting to see, because they could do anything.
And it's so hard for the COD devs to predict what people are gonna enjoy in 3 years, because they make these prior and they don't really know what's gonna work. They made this game probably as Modern Warfare was just coming out, and they didn't know what was gonna be.
Is Revive lagging for you as well?
Yeah, the whole end of his sentence just didn't go through.
Well, I mean, I was just saying that basically, we don't know what's gonna happen with that. So, I don't know. I don't know why. See, it's like fine on my stream, but for some reason, I hate my.
Do you have voice suppression on?
Yeah.
That's what
That
it is.
might be it. That's why.
Because voice suppression likes to cut off random words.
Yeah,
that's why
turned
I don't
mine
have it
off,
on.
and that's why everything is now hearable in my room.
Okay. There we go. Okay, I turn it back. off. All right. Hopefully that's good. Okay.
Yeah.
So
One thing I do want to say, if World War II Vanguard is a thing, I do want them to bring back some key elements from World War II.
Yes.
Like, Headquarters was the most underrated, unappreciated thing I think ever made in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I think they could have done so much with that. And the way they kind of set it up, they could have done so much more with it, but, they were kind of held down. But now they actually see what they could do with Headquarters, and how it was kind of Destiny, kind of like how you're literally in a bunch of random lobby, a bunch of random people. You can 1v1 people when you're bored. You can, like, the way they have the supply drops set up, I know it's supply drops. They have a gun firing range, so you can test out your guns whenever you want. And this Headquarters mode, and they have like the random events where planes just start fucking shooting down on you while you're in your Headquarters mode. And you're like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
I thought that was so cool. But I think what they could do, they can make it bigger, and they can make it based off of multiplayer and stuff like that, and maybe do something like that. I just want them to bring Headquarters back, because that honestly was the most underrated, unappreciated thing in Call of Duty, in my opinion.
I do agree with that, since what they could actually do is They could go if you got. Have you guys seen Outriders, the game?
I've not. I've heard about it, but I've not seen any gameplay or anything about it.
I've played it fully, and the thing they did with fast travel is you were to put down flags, and then you could go to that point. So what if they do like a point A to point B thing, and that you have to survive inside of the trenches to get to the other side? I think that would be really interesting to see if you could go through enemy lines to go to the next battle. It will give us something for replayability, since maybe you could earn certain loot if you survive so long in the trenches. Like, I think that would be really cool to see a survival in the trenches, going to other points of the map. Just not staying in one place, you know, not one camp, just going through every battlefield you can.
Right. Like, I was thinking about maybe different events. They could switch up the headquarters thing a little bit. Like, they did switch up the 1v1 arena a couple times during different couple events. And when DLCs came out, they switched up the 1v1 arena. And they did put, like, a couple of new stuff in the headquarters mode, but they didn't really change. I kind of look at it as, like, Warzone, how they never changed Warzone ever except for, like, putting stuff in and, you know, destroying stuff in it. Or changing the map literally at all.
Yeah.
They just kind of, like, move stuff around. I feel like they could change the map and make it a lot bigger, and maybe like during certain events, maybe this door that was once blocked off is open and it's a whole Halloween thing.
Yeah,
like it's like a whole scary, like they have like a maze that's blocked off, and during Halloween this maze is unblocked and you have to go through this entire scary maze trying to find like rewards and stuff. Then once Halloween's over, they block that back off. Instead, in the very back of the map where there's like a snow area that's blocked off, when it's Christmas, it opens up and then you go and it's a whole Christmas thing. Like, I thought, like, they could do so much things with, like, different, you know, holidays, different events.
Yeah.
They could do so, like, I loved World War II with their holiday events, dude. Fucking zombies, how you can fucking shoot leprechauns. Like, what the fuck was that, dude?
That also, was it the one before Darker Shore came out, like, with the fish event? Like,
I think so,
you
yeah.
suddenly in Final Reich had all these zombies and wustlings with kinds of hooks on them. And seaweed on them. I thought that was really clever how they did that and foreshadowed Dark Shore, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you did see those zombies come back in Dark Shore.
Different types of ways to market your next DLC.
Yeah. Because they did it also with was it in Frozen Dawn that they did something in Tortured Path? I think they did. It was foreshadowing about the Raven weapons.
Right.
Which one was it? I remember something like that. There was like a teaser coming out, and it was like, yo, you can use a hammer or something inside of the game right now. There was a hammer, I think, right? No, it was a sledgehammer. Yeah, it was a sledgehammer. Then you had the shield come in at the same time, the resistance one. You had the sword, of course, coming in. But they teased all those melee weapons in multiplayer all along, the whole time. And they said, yo, you can take these inside the zombies right now to prepare for the undead. And I think that was good foreshadowing to, like, oh yeah, we got the Raven weapons.
I think World War II zombies also had really exceptional mini Easter eggs.
Oh yeah.
Like, and when I say that, I mean like the Shadowed Throne, how you can shoot the theater thing and you can get whatever wonder weapon from other map that you want.
Hangman, yeah.
That was cool. I thought that was sick.
Yeah, that was
I thought that was
sick.
really cool. I think they were really exceptional with their Easter egg, and storytelling was kind of an
Yeah.
but I feel like the Easter eggs they had were really good. Like, especially like the quests. I love their Easter egg quests because they weren't the easiest things ever.
Yeah.
They weren't. They had one map that basically told you how to do the Easter egg, so you know casual players can be like, oh yeah, I can do this. It's it's fun for me. Then they also had another Easter egg in that same map that was harder.
Yeah.
That they didn't tell you how to do it, and there's a lot more for the hardcore players. That's the kind of formula I think that they should have taken with Cold War, and that's how I think they should have taken all zombies maps, other than all the maps having one map that tells you how to do the Easter egg, and then having a harder version, and then all the maps are just harder Easter eggs.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a good formula to kind of get people set up for zombies, and I just loved how they did that and how all the Easter eggs. I feel like other than the Tortured Path when you're fucking following a flying fish, I felt like all the Easter egg steps kind of made sense, if that makes sense at all. There's not really an Easter egg step that kind of seemed weird. They all kind of made sense, which is why I liked World War II a lot.
The only one that I really can think about being weird is indeed the fish one. But there was also the upgrade quest for the shield with the vibrations. Like, I remember that was the final weapon that needed to be upgraded, and that was just a pain. Because people...
Oh, that's
couldn't
Frozen
figure out-
Dawn, right?
Yeah.
I have not played the Frozen Dawn yet before. I've never
Okay.
played that.
So, you
I
have
want
these-
to. But I've never played it.
I'll play it with you.
Hell yeah, let's do it!
But
Rob, do you have anything to add?
No.
I just looked at the camera, you're just sitting down here just going...
No, I don't have much to add with World War II. You guys make good points. I'm not like the biggest defender or hater of World War II. So I think World War II is a good game. Not a bad game at all. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love the multiplayer. World War II
Multiplayer
multiplayer is
so
very fun.
underrated for a lot. Like, I
War
loved
mode
War.
before DLC 1 was really fun. I love the 3 war game, the 3
Yeah.
war maps. I think DLC 1 war mode kind of fell off because the maps kind of started adding kind of
Yeah.
like jumbled up the mix. But the first 3 war maps were so good. Like the snow one, the one where you're going over the bridge with the tank, and the last one, the D-Day one.
Yeah.
The D-Day one was sick. I love the D-Day
Yeah.
one, and I think it was a great mode
The
all
one,
around.
the one war mode that the map, I think was final DLC that we got it. That was a zombies one, wasn't it?
I think so.
It
Yeah.
was based on zombies. You could get like a Tesla and everything. I think that was really cool that you could use the Tesla in multiplayer.
Yeah, that was just pretty neat. That's pretty neat.
And
I
do
liked how
think-
they combined that.
Yeah, and I do think with World War II Vanguard, if they were to continue zombies, I think they need to continue the World War II zombie storyline. Since we did get
Mm-hmm.
an open ending for that, and they could do so much more with it. Since zombies are still there, we know that. Because at the end
I
of
think
the day,
something-
there's a lot of stuff still going on out there.
I think what they could do is they kind of could do a sequel to Star Wars, kind of something like that, where it has completely new characters, but they all kind of line up like towards the middle, and then they all come back together at the end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the beginning of these new characters storyline, you're hearing about, oh, there's these people that discovered this giant sword, and we don't know what the fuck is going on. And then
We
like the
need that
middle, they're kind of
sword.
helping out, and like they're like secretly helping out. Maybe they're the ones that like tell them where to go and stuff like that, and they figure out locations. They're like, we already have another team going there.
Yeah.
So I thought that'd be something cool like that. That's why I think World War II's direction should go in.
Yeah.
Personally.
And also, I think with the whole operator system and everything that they're going for, I think they should just get rid of that in World War II Zombies. Because you can still unlock them. If they were to keep that model, I think it will be more replayable for people. Because people did like those challenges for the characters. Since they were hard.
Oh yeah, I feel like giving some. And that's another like grind factor. That's what I thought they were gonna do in Cold War, but they kind of shit the bed with that by
Yeah.
making most of them only multiplayer.
Mhm.
There's only like 3 characters you can get playing zombies, where you do these, you see these characters, and you can do them by doing certain harder quests, and like. And what they should have done with Cold War, I feel like, is give like question mark characters where you have to complete certain Easter eggs maybe in a certain time, do certain things in a certain order to get a character, something like that to unlock an actual character. I feel like that would have been way better of a formula to actually use than the go get a bloodthirsty 5 times multiplayer, and then you can use woods whenever the hell you want. You know what I mean? But have him go in your game and say meatbag KIA 400 million times, and that's the only thing he says.
Indeed.
That one was directed right towards you, Revived. Right towards you.
I love that quote. It's fantastic. I love it.
Alright. Anything you want to add to that, Revived?
No. I just want to know that they're still garbage. I hate Cold War's characters. They suck.
You cut out at the moment.
I hate.
Wait, what? I cut out again? What the fuck? Alright, I do not condone Cold War character quotes. There you go.
That's a nice one.
I hate. That is what I want to do to the Cold War character quote. But I still think Chaos was still there.
I don't know. You might cut out so it doesn't count. All right, moving on.
Yep, indeed. Moving on. Alright.
Oh my god.
Revived. Choose a topic.
Okay, wait. So we just talked about Vanguard, right? So
Yeah.
I guess we can go into what's going on with Warzone right now. I guess.
Sure.
And we can go from there.
I know Revived has some heavy opinions about this bad boy.
Okay, so we should first talk about just what's going on with Warzone, like in the past week, with actual things that are going on in game.
Yeah.
So basically, hold on, let me try to find that. So basically, right now, what's going on is the zombies are at Superstore.
Yeah.
They were at Dam for a minute. Don't know why. They were just at Dam. Then they're like, fix that. So they kind of spoiled what that's going to be next week.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's basically what's coming next week. And we do know that there's going to be a couple other things happening with the event. I did get a recent email from Call of Duty because I get their notification things when they send emails. And it was like a Burger Town, Burger Town, right? It had an email and showing like basically everything was destroyed and everything. And on the bottom, on the top, it was said order 421. So that kind of hints that the event's going to happen on April 21st. They also had another teaser last week.
Yeah.
So it seems like the big events can happen on the 21st for you guys. If you guys care. So that's that. And a couple other things that happened too with Warzone. So basically right now, there's been the Euro Mountains map that everyone knows about and been there. But again, most people think that it's been scrapped because there hasn't been any trace of the map coming. So that's what's happening there. And with the 80's version of Verdansk, basically that has had a couple POIs leaked. I don't know. I can probably get the list. I know some of them include like Summit. There was like Crossing Roads, a couple of them that were different. Zoo, actually, I don't know if Zoo was in that list. I'm not sure.
Was Zoo
if
not in that list? Mines?
No. Here we go. Summit, Bridge, Crossover, and some other ones, but they're not named. So those are just a couple. There's a couple of those. I know there's a couple more, and Vorkuta I know was one. I'm talking about this new list, the new list of the 80's Verdansk POIs. Nothing else. Like that's what we've seen so far. So Summit may be coming back into Warzone. We'll have to see what happens with that. I like Summit. I really do like Summit. So if that comes back, I'll be happy. I like me some Summit. What do you guys think about that? Changes coming.
You want to take this one, Caleb?
All I know is I was playing Warzone yesterday actually with a couple buddies. And why is my camera doing that? Do y'all see that?
Oh yeah, I see it. It's like pixelating.
Yeah, that's weird. Anyway, so I was playing Warzone actually with a couple buddies yesterday, and we were actually talking about how this could actually like be set up to be something bigger,
Yeah.
And I told them about, and they didn't know about 80's Verdansk, so I told them. They thought it sounded fucking stupid, but I mean, if they bring back Black Ops 1 stuff and Black Ops 2, whatever bullshit they decide to bring, World War 2, I don't fucking know. Whatever they bring back, I'll be happy. I mean, I'm glad to see. As long as they don't bring back firing range, I'll be happy.
Hey, what's wrong with firing range? Hey, that's one of my favorite maps. The fuck?
Most overrated multiplayer map of all time.
You get the fuck out. Dude, walk out. Out. That is terrible. No, that is terrible. That is awful. That is awful, bro. What?
There we go.
Firing range is such a goated map, dude. Especially in BO4, that map was firing range night. Oh my god.
Most overrated map. Multiplayer map of all time.
God. Okay, that's all right. But my god, dude, I love that map. That map's one of my favorites ever. I love it.
What's wrong with my camera?
I love firing range so much. One of my favorite maps.
Fuck.
I'm kind of getting tired of playing Nuketown on Cold War every day, to be honest. I'm really tired
You
of
don't
it.
have to play Nuketown on Cold War every day.
Here's something that is going to be controversial. I hate Raid.
I'm not a big fan of Raid either.
I hate it. I don't know why everyone liked it. I don't like it. I don't really like Express either. I don't know why those are the two maps they chose. I would have.
I like Express. I'll give Express a pass because Express is not one of those maps that we've
but
seen 500 times.
Yeah, but you can't. The thing with Express is you can't like. It's not like every day where I just want to go on that playlist or go into that and just play it all day. Like, or at least play it. Have fun. I mean, it's good for like search and destroy and hardpoint, I guess, those kind of game modes. But just to casually go on. I just want to see some. I want to see some maps that they haven't brought back before. I think that'd be cool.
Like
More
new
maps
maps.
they haven't
I
brought.
like the apocalypse map they brought.
Yeah, I like that too.
I would do that.
Dude, BO1 has so many maps they just never brought back. Like a lot of the DLC maps,
Dude,
all the launch maps.
Bring back Radiation, please.
Yeah,
that map
map's
was
one of them.
so good.
There's so
That's the
many.
map you hold square and the giant thing in the middle opens up. Oh, I love that map so much, man.
Caleb, you know what's funny? You know what's funny to me? I'm trying to think. Besides Nuketown, do we have a BO1 map that's remade? Like, I just like funny to me how all their maps so far that have been remasters have been BO2 maps. But like, wouldn't it make more sense to have BO1 maps because this game's a sequel to that? Wouldn't that make sense?
Are you talking about Cold War or like BO4?
Yeah, Cold War. I'm saying like all the maps they brought in are BO2.
I mean,
Shouldn't they be
we
BO1?
have to think about something, right? Is that they used most of the BO1 remasters. They used that in Black Ops 4 already.
There's only but Flamer, not really though. There's only been 4 maps that have been like 4 to 5 BO1 maps. Like there's so many. Like Caleb said, like there's been Radiation, like Zoo again, like Stadium. There's so many maps, many.
Stadium, I miss Stadium.
So many maps, dude, that they haven't brought back, and it's
You
a
know which
shame
map
because
I want to see.
it would fit this
Wall.
game.
I want to see
What'd you
Wall
say?
return.
Wall.
Wall.
Okay, yeah, I
like
mean,
the Berlin Wall map.
dude, I don't know, man.
Which
I just
Wall?
want to bring back.
I think it's called Wall. At least here it is.
Is
Called
it?
Wall.
What's it look like?
It's
I
the
probably just don't
Berlin
remember.
Wall map. It's like you have 2 sides. One in the middle, it's like destroyed half. And if you go outside of the zone, inside the middle of the wall, you get shot down by a sniper turret.
Wait, what game was this?
Black Ops 1.
I'm looking this up.
Yeah, I'm looking this up too. I don't remember this shit.
It's called Wall. I think, at least.
What is it called?
Wall.
Oh, is it snowy?
Yeah, it's the Berlin Wall map. Yeah.
Okay, I think I remember this now.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah,
it was
I
the
see.
snow. It was the snowy map.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played this map. Yeah, yeah.
I like that map a lot. It has variety.
There's so many maps. There's so many maps they could bring back, and they just
and
continue
you know
to
what?
BO2 maps.
They could actually do Berlin Wall because that could coincide with, I know I'm going to say this, but it could go with Onslaught and DLC 2 because that's in Berlin.
Maybe, man. I mean, the thing is, they
have the
kind of
assets then.
see.
Berlin Wall
Season
goes with
3
the Cold War theme. It goes with the Cold War theme.
Yeah.
It does. Season 3 is in what 11 days. Sorry, 11 days
Yeah,
from now.
It's,
We'll
fast.
see. I mean, they haven't
Also,
added
look at
much
the Easter
to.
egg then, right?
We
beginning.
didn't get any new maps, right? We didn't get any new 66 map besides
Nope.
Apocalypse, and that was the beginning of season 2.
Well, we got.
Almost 2 months
Do we
ago.
count Miami Strike?
I mean, no, I'm just saying, like, new, like, what's just, new, anything that's not already in the game that's just redone. We really didn't get much. We got Golova, but that was multi-team and, fire team and stuff like that. We didn't get much.
Yeah.
And dude, honestly, I have, like, I know I shouldn't do this, but I kind of have big expectations for Season 3's roadmap. I really do, because they kind of have been hyping this season up to be the big one. With the end is near, right?
Yeah.
Where
the
they
end
keep
is
saying
near.
the end is near, the end is
Or
near,
like
and all
the
this.
beginning of the end. Stuff like
Yeah,
that.
beginning of the end. Now the end is near, and everything with that. I mean, I kind of expect good amount of season, or about a good amount of 66 maps, good amount of zombies content, hopefully, praying to God, and hopefully some wars and stuff. But yeah, there's been a lot of stuff going on recently. And we're only 11 days away. We shouldn't, but by next week's podcast, we should have a lot more to talk about with marketing, hopefully.
Oh, I hope so, dude.
hopefully.
Like,
We're so close. Hopefully, they don't
indeed.
screw us over.
Like,
But yeah.
it's gonna be interesting to see what's gonna happen with Modern Warfare as well, since we're gonna be going to 80's Verdansk. Like, how's that gonna work out for Modern Warfare? Are they still gonna be making bundles for Modern Warfare guns? Like, is what they mean with the beginning of the end? Is it like the ending of Modern Warfare saga, and now we go into the Black Ops saga? Like, we're not.
God, I hope so. Fuck Kravchenko, bro.
But we have so
yeah.
much stuff right now still in the game that is unreleased on Modern Warfare. We still have soap. We have still a lot of weapons that need to come out. And didn't we just get the Psychov, I think it was? With that guy? The operator?
I think I don't know what happened. I know one of the but I'm not sure when that's coming. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they just say that for Modern Warfare 3 and put it like as a pre-order bonus or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
They do that. But yeah, one more thing with Warzone too. Basically, there is a new version of. It's called the Rebirth Night.
There.
Basically, there's a new version of Rebirth coming, which is called Rebirth Night.
Yeah.
It's coming to Warzone. And also going along with this too, it's very interesting. It is basically like that nighttime version of Rebirth. So if you ever played any BO4 night map, it's basically gonna be like that. And it's interesting because it's all in the files right now. And also another thing that's in the files that we could talk about is the Season 2 Reloaded cutscene, which is interesting because as far as we know, the season ends in 11 days and we haven't got that cutscene yet.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if Caleb's heard it, but I know Flamer has. What do you think, Flamer, about it?
It's definitely interesting with the new Warzone map changes coming. Does that mean we're gonna get 2 Cold War map changes in the same season? Like, what are they gonna do with it? Are they gonna make it that Rebirth is its own site, like in Cold War, or are they gonna make that the Modern Warfare side of things? Like, this could also be, if you're thinking about it, this could be a future version of Rebirth. To just have that Modern Warfare vibe to it.
Yeah, it's what's it called? So what we know right now is actually in the files, right? So we all know that Rebirth just like it's basically like what is it, like a very close distance away from Verdansk, and it takes place in current day, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's very close to Verdansk, which is really weird, but we're not gonna go into that. But basically, there's stuff in the files that basically says that when this event happens, some of the operators are going to Rebirth Island to avoid the nuke at Verdansk. So that's how some of them are going to escape, basically. So what do you think about that, Flamer? That basically there's going to be this big nuke, obviously, we know about. We've been knowing about it for months, and they finally are doing it.
We've known it for a year, almost, as well.
Yeah.
We've known about it for a year, since the beginning of Warzone, since people went inside of the wall. That's why we also knew about the Cold War stuff coming, like a few months beforehand. Like the RCXD and the freaking spy plane being found. But also, if they're gonna be relocating, this could be a major impact for Modern Warfare 2, since this could mean like, yo, Verdansk got blown up, stuff happened, we could go use that, make price go to some other kind of stuff. And we might be going into Modern Warfare 2 with like a post-nuclear war. I think that would be really cool to see if we could see Modern Warfare 2 be a post-nuclear war reaction.
It's so interesting to see what they might do, right? Because Modern Warfare 2 might be next year, not this year. So I wonder what they're going to do.
Did you hear that leak as well? That was supposed to come out before Vanguard?
Yeah, that was basically. So if I'm not wrong, I might be wrong about that. I'm pretty sure I'm not though. Is that when Cold War was just being like and like teased and everything and leaked back then? The rumor was that Modern Warfare 2 was supposed to be this year because obviously they didn't know about Sledgehammer and everything that they were doing. So we just all assumed that Modern Warfare 2 is coming this year. Obviously, that's not the case. I mean, they want the game to be, good, quote unquote good. But yeah, I think that honestly, it's such a weird situation with the COD cycle now. It's like we used to have this cycle of 2 COD developers and switching hand in hand each year. Now it's 3, but then that got halted this year because of Treyarch, and it's gonna be interesting what happens. So yeah.
Right. I guess that is it for this, because there's not many more to talk about that. We just know that there's a certain cutscene coming. We know they're relocating.
Yes.
We're gonna have to.
And also, sorry to interrupt you. The intro cuts, or not the intro cuts, the mid-season intro, right? Like how we got season 1, and that got leaked, obviously, the audio.
Yeah, I listened to the audio of that.
That talks about like Wolf and Hudson having a conversation, basically how they got tricked, and that's why maybe that's why they're kind of waiting to do it until maybe now, because it's more of a thing coming like right now, like at the end of season 2, more than a mid-season, even though it's technically the mid-season cutscene. I don't know. Yeah. It's weird. We'll see what happens though. This next 10 days should be pretty big for a marketing though. Definitely, 100%. very big.
We've already
it's
been
all-
seeing it, and I do think we're gonna be seeing some Pontex Pawn stuff coming soon as well, because we still had that calling card come in, like the game's not.
I don't. Is that website still up? Is that website still up?
That website is still up.
I'm checking it right now. Okay, it is.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they'll use that because I mean I feel like for Warzone they might not, but maybe Cold War content in the future they may.
They
Maybe
might.
just because they kind of kept it Cold War in the first place. Maybe it'll be Cold War stuff in the future. Who knows?
Might be.
Yeah.
The one thing that is gonna be interesting with season 3 coming forward is how, if you listen to the cutscene, in a nutshell, they say we got tricked by what's his face. I don't even know the
Naga.
guy's name.
Naga.
Naga, yeah.
Naga and Stitch.
Yeah, Naga, we got tricked by Naga and Stitch, and they're on their way to Verdansk. So we do
Yes,
know
because,
that it's 80's Verdansk now, 100%.
It's so confusing because like
Yeah.
what is happening? Like, are they going to like obviously they're I think they're past Verdansk, right? So
Yeah.
how
And the one thing
it's
that
so
is
weird.
in the
It's
leaked
so weird.
video is we do see some parts of the Ural Mountains in the leaked video. If you look at the dam part, you see some kind of mountains in the back. So we might be looking at a bigger Warzone map coming, perhaps.
Or what I thought, Flamer, is to see that mountain, the same mountain you're talking about. What if
Yeah.
behind there is Summit?
That could be it. But what they could
What
do
could
is
be-
they could release this as Verdansk, and then later on they're gonna release the Cold War map. They're gonna be releasing stuff along the lines. You know what I mean? So first off,
Hopefully.
we're gonna
I
get Verdansk,
I'm
and then we're
hoping,
gonna get
yeah.
Ural Mountains.
I hope. The problem is I've heard personally that they completely scrapped the map because they basically I don't know if you've seen it, Flame. Obviously, the leaked Real Mountains map, right?
Yeah,
The
I did
actual
see it.
map layout. I heard that there's been zero progress on that version, so it might have been completely cut, which sucks. But
Yeah.
it might sadly be it. That was they basically had that version running and then they just never made anything else and continued it, which would suck. But I hope it somehow can come or something because I think the problem with Verdansk is not that it's a bad map layout or a bad map, because I mean I don't like it, but I think the biggest problem is they made no updates to the map. None of the POIs changed. None. None of the current POIs they didn't change ever. They didn't replace downtown with another area. They never replaced storage with another area. They didn't replace quarry or replace east or anything. They didn't replace nothing. It just all stayed the same. They added a couple bunkers. They changed stadium, and then they added a ship, which on the side of the map, which you can't even without swimming.
They had a train station.
At a train station,
Oh yeah.
and now you can't even use half of it now. The train station.
I've had a motherfucker actually say that to me when I said they didn't change shit. And he's like,
Oh my God.
they added train station. I don't give a fuck.
Who cares, dude? Who cares about
They
like,
added
who
the train.
cares?
Man, I can go down and go back up again. Awesome. That's pretty cool.
Getting sniped from the train feels so good.
Yeah, I just hope that they have more things actually change in the map than we think. Hopefully, I'm hoping. But yeah,
I do think.
They need to do something like the Cold War reveal, dude. The Cold War reveal live event was so cool.
Yeah.
yeah, I hope so too. I hope they
Yeah,
do something cool like that. I hope they do something.
And there
cool
was
like that.
actually, did you guys see the video of the random missile?
Yeah, I did see that one. I did see that.
I'm pretty sure that was just a glitch from the leftover Cold War reveal, from what someone said in their tweets.
Mhm.
It could be.
Yeah,
They said it was just a leftover asset used from the Cold War reveal.
But that would
That
be
makes
really
sense,
weird
yeah.
since.
It was. I forgot. I remember all the missiles launching in the air.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The one thing that is really weird about that is that most of the Cold War code for those events got scrapped already, since the spy plane is not there, the R6D is not there. Those kind of things are already gone, since that was a one.
Well,
event thing.
they scrapped the actual physical assets. They're probably still in code.
Oh, okay, like that.
Yeah.
yeah, and then we obviously know that in Warzone right now, some games you'll have the missiles flying by, and you'll see the level 3 active, like level 3 precautionary systems activated and that type of stuff. So that's
Yeah.
I've heard that's gonna go up to level 5. So that kind of fits in what the pattern is. We'll probably get level 4 this week, and then they'll probably quickly start ramping things up because we've also heard in the files that there's going to be multiple stages where they're going to have multiple places go zombie infested at a time, which my guess would be that each day, as we get closer each day, they'll be like, oh, 2 POIs are on, 3 POIs are on, 4 POIs are on, and then just like the day of the event, zombies are everywhere. Like they're everywhere, just everywhere.
And I do
and
think
that's how we get
the
to
final
Talking
destination
about
will
how
be
much we
Gan.
fucking hated the zombies in Warzone.
Yeah, they're kind of like I don't like how they work. Right? They're weird. They shooting them doesn't feel right. And that's just me. It doesn't feel right when you shoot them.
They have weird, like creative they have like their own pathing and like their own noise. It's weird. It's not like
Also,
any zombies we've seen.
what do you guys think that the Warzone event that was the Halloween one, those zombies are canon to these ones?
Yeah, that have you seen that, Caleb? That basically they tried to, in the blog from last week, they said basically that the Halloween event wasn't just a fever dream. So what I think that means is that Infinity Ward at first they kind of pulled if we can make a reference here, they pulled a Zelensky and Blundell, where Blundell took what Zelensky had and threw it on top of his head. They basically took what IW said before, which was it was a dream that never happened, and said, nope, that was actually real. There you go. That's basically what they did. So that's what they did. So basically, that whole Halloween event's canon, and basically their thing is like
bring the mode back.
and now they're saying, we defeated the zombies back. We defeated the zombies back then. We'll defeat them again. So classic.
Does that mean that the fucking horror movie characters that those are canon now to zombies as well?
I don't know. I don't want to think about it.
We will see Saw in the next map. We're gonna see Jigsaw is gonna be like, oh, play a game.
Oh, no.
That'd be cool. There's like a whole area where you go in and you get locked in, and he's like, "You want to play a game?"
Oh my god!
I think
Imagine they don't market it at all either, and you just kind of go into like a random bunker, and then you're like trapped, and you have to do challenges, or else you fucking die.
Oh, they could actually do that for Spiral. They could do a live event for Spiral. They have the rights for Saw. What if they do a live event for Spiral when that comes out? They're gonna change something in Verdansk, like there's a bunker you have to go to, you have to find a key card, you have to escape, and you could get like, I don't know, like a freaking AK variant called playing a game.
The Warzone Easter eggs are probably the worst Easter eggs I've ever seen.
100%.
Dude, the Reaper Easter egg is the worst thing I've ever done in my life. That is horrendous.
I still have not completed it. I haven't done Stadium neither.
Go. It is the most RNG thing I've ever fucking done in my life. It
Same
took me
with
12 hours. But kill. Rebirth is literally okay. I'm just trying to remember what it is exactly. Okay, so basically what you have to do is you have to find basically all these different like pictures, small pictures, right? And they're like basically they are over like 50 locations for these things around the map. 50. And you have to find like three different like photo key card things, like little photos with an image and it says numbers on it. And they're just put in the weirdest locations, and they're random. Every game, they're random locations from like 40 different locations, 40, 50 locations. And you have to take those 3 numbers, find out which order they go in, and then go to a bunker, like not a bunker, but a little safe, and type in the code. But they are the most random spots you basically can never find all 3 in the one game because Rebirth matches don't last that long. The storm goes in very quickly. So that Easter egg is a pain, dude. And don't do it. It's for the Milano. Don't even think about it. It is terrible. It is god awful.
That sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, it's like Dead of Night times 50 with the locations for things. So just for
They still do the Stadium Easter egg.
What happened?
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him, beautiful. Don't listen.
Can you still do the Stadium Easter egg?
No, all the Verdansk Easter eggs they're gone. They're done. You can't do any of them. It's only Rebirth that's left. That's the only Easter egg. Is Rebirth.
That's kind of interesting that they're disabling all the Modern Warfare stuff now.
Yeah, I think it's also because they put in actually they had the Easter bunny baskets where you can get.
Yeah, I do think that's what I also wanted to talk about is that they're giving away all these contraband stuff from Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
And none of the Cold War weapons, right?
Yeah, I think that probably means that they're probably done with that, and they're gonna move on to like more like all the Easter eggs from now on in Warzone are gonna be Cold War
Cold War
stuff, like
weapons,
Cold War.
yeah.
So they're not gonna bring any of that old stuff back. Is probably what they were trying to say. So yeah.
All right.
But with that, I think that's it for Warzone. I don't know if we have anything else.
I want to talk about the Season 3 weapons leak.
Okay.
So, if you guys did not know yet, these are possible Season 3 weapons, I'm just gonna say. Because in the new update, they found 3 new weapon variants that are used to store a weapon and all its variants that were added in Warzone. And they are called the AR_T9 Fast Burst, the MET9 Ballistic Knife. Now, we know what the Ballistic Knife is, so that will be POG. And the ZM_T9 Spray. So, we're gonna get a burst weapon and we're gonna get a spray weapon, which is probably gonna be a freaking SMG, right?
I heard the burst weapon might be the M88 one.
I heard
might
that
be
too.
what.
I think I heard that somewhere actually.
So that might be what the burst is, which is interesting. I wonder to see how that works because obviously
Bring back the MSMC.
Oh no! That comes.
Bring that back! Yeah.
Dude, how would they balance that gun? That gun is a shred, dude.
Bring back the Weevil.
No, the Weevil.
Bring back the Weevil.
Just remaster Shadows of Evil and put the Weevil.
Hashtag Shadows of Weevil, bro. Let's go.
Hashtag Shadows of Evil, indeed.
Remaster Shadows of Evil.
What I was thinking along the lines is maybe that the spray weapon, maybe that could be like a P90 or something, you know? Like,
maybe.
We have the Bison, I know that, but we could be looking at like a P90 version.
Yeah, it's interesting with that for sure. I wonder what they're gonna do with Season 3 because I'm interested in what they're gonna do with everything. Like I wonder because to me, kind of looking at the Season 2 roadmap, it kind of lacked in actual substance to me. Because if we think about it, we're Season 1, right? We had the Season 1 roadmap, right?
Yeah.
Everyone remembers that. We had I know we had like Rebirth Island. Hold on. We had Rebirth Island. Wait, actually, this is right. We had Rebirth Island. We had more guns, the Groza, Mac-10, the Street Sweeper. We had all the updates of Verdansk. We had all the gunfight maps that are in the game now. We had Pines. We had Raid. Sanatorium was coming. Jingle Hell's obviously cranked and all that. But then Season 1 Reloaded, that brought us Express and the COD League stuff with that. They brought Firebase Z, obviously, the Wakizashi, more operators and game modes. It kind of felt more of a complete season to me because it had, I feel like equally both sides were equal in content. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, they were both equally. So, in Season 1, we got the big thing was Rebirth, right? That was the big thing. Everyone was wanting to play Rebirth Island and all that. And in Season 2, obviously, or Season 1 Reloaded, I'm sorry, it was Firebase. We wanted to play that. So, it was 2 big pieces of content. In Season 2, it was kind of the opposite. We had the first half, obviously. Let me just bring it up. We had, obviously, basically, so we had things like the ship coming to Warzone, Apocalypse, Golova, and stuff like that. All that. And Outbreak was the big thing. Outbreak was the big thing for Star Season 2, right? That was the big thing. And we had all that. But then the Season 2 Reloaded roadmap, basically, all it did was just say, oh, here's the content that came out yet. There you go. And then added Sanatorium Night. So it's like it was kind of lopsided. I think that's one thing you need to be good with is find a way to put a good balance of content. And because the thing is with zombies is we need to start having things that always will keep retention of the player. We can't have something where we get something at the start of the season and we don't get anything else. We just stay the same, small updates. We have to start making it so we, divide content and make it so every month or so, every few weeks to a month, people have something to play. And I think Season 2 lacked that. So hopefully we can get back to something like that. So yeah.
All right. The one thing that is going to be interesting is which one of these 3 weapons would you guys think will be meta? The burst weapon or the spray weapon?
Spray.
It's so weird because if we're getting a burst weapons are OP in Warzone right now. Obviously, the AUG, the M16, they reign supreme in Warzone. They're the kings right now. They're top meta right now, especially the M16. The M16 is shredding. So if they nerf, it's gonna be what happens because if they nerf the M16 Miog, how are they gonna balance this M8A1? Are they gonna make it to just, oh hey guys, new season, new burst weapon, there you go, instead of the M16 Miog, there you go, new burst weapon? Or are they gonna completely change how CAC rifles work, where they don't do as much damage maybe, or they are slower fire rates, or what are they gonna do? It's gonna be interesting to see how they balance that. And Cold War, I think Cold War probably. I mean, TAC rifles are good in Cold War, but SMGs are really good. Obviously, 74U, the LC10. So probably the SMG, if it's good, it'll probably be good in Cold War. But yeah.
Yeah, indeed. Do you have anything you want to talk about, Caleb?
Also, it kind of depends on the map, really, the situation. Like, I get Warzone, the burst to be fucking epic because it's kind of long distances, stuff like that. Something like Nuketown, I feel like a spray weapon would always reign supreme.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it just kind of depends on the map or situation that you're in. Like, if you're in like a building in Warzone, maybe the spray would work out pretty much better.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're in something like Superstore, then you're pretty much fucked.
Yeah, they're pretty fucked. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. I wonder what we're gonna get for weapons and stuff like that, and then maps. Obviously, maps are a mystery. I wonder what we're gonna get for that because hopefully get some good maps and hopefully more than one.
All of BO2 remastered. Let's go.
Bro, I want that. Like, dude, imagine they just had a BO2 pack where it came with like 10 different BO2 multiplayer maps.
There's a couple BO2 multiplayer maps that haven't been remastered that I'd like to see come back. But there's a lot more BO1 maps I'd like to see come back.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that they're not brought up, and it's kind of the same maps, you know, like standoff and firing range, and the same maps that we've seen so many times. But then they don't bring back any of the classics from BO1.
What would you say if they remaster some BO3 maps like Combine?
I wouldn't mind. I like Combine.
I wouldn't mind that. I don't know how they would do it, but
yeah, because I feel like honestly, the thing about BO3 maps is they're kind of the way they're made is supposed to be used with the jetpacks and the way they're traversing. Like they have a shit ton of walls, like long walls for that reason. Yeah, and a lot of high areas that are easy to get to via jetpacks. So it'd be kind of
imagine evac in Cold War. Remember that map evac?
No,
I'd kill myself. Map sucks.
Brother, I love evac.
Evac
sucks. What's the one map with like the house? And like when you go outside the house, it's like that giant like moat area. You know what I'm talking about?
What was it?
Infected.
I love evac. That's one of my favorite maps ever.
It's not infected. It's not infected. Infected's the one map that had like the floating shit, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about. I think it's called Stronghold. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Stronghold. Yes, the one
with
the house.
It's like the house, and then you go out and there's like a bridge and like there's a little like river area that you can go in, and then you go under the river. There's a cave.
Yeah. I know which one.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, dude. In my opinion, this might be an unpowered. BO3 had some of the best multiplayer maps ever.
Oh no, for sure. I 100% agree with that. Yes. BO3 had exceptional multiplayer maps.
Fringe is
Fringe is one of the best maps of all time.
Dude, Fringe is such a good map, dude. Fringe Nightfall. Oh my god, Fringe Nightfall is so good.
Yeah, Fringe is a great map. Yeah, no, BO3 had really good maps.
BO3 is. I think BO3 is gonna be like obviously not to us because we're mainly zombie players, right? Where we appreciate BO3 a lot. But in terms of the casual COD community, BO3 is definitely an underrated Call of Duty. That's the thing.
For sure.
It's not something where the casual guys would be, hey man, BO3 man, oh the good old days, like that's to us because we kind of that was kind of like the peak to us of zombies, right? That's what we were playing.
I do think that people who say that BO3 was the peak of zombies, I think the peak of zombies honestly for them was when Zombie Chronicles got announced.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest with that, because the DLCs beforehand, if we look at the numbers, they're low, but Chronicles is high.
Now, for me, I feel like this is a very, I guess there's two ways you can look at that, saying like, personally, how do you feel it? What like to you? When was the peak? Because I feel like there's a peak of yourself, like in how you feel like was the peak, and then there's the peak, obviously by research and numbers and stuff. To me, I think my peak, I feel like my peak for the zombies community was freaking Gorod Crovey. When that map was
exactly.
that map was
I
like
think so too.
everyone was just hearing hints about it. When they dropped one picture of the power room, everyone was like, "Dude, holy crap, dude! Holy crap! This map
And
is
dude, the trailer,
the
That
trailer,
day-
dude. The trailer. That was the probably, other than Zombies Chronicles, one of the most hyped up days of the Call of Duty
Dude, it
Zombies.
might even be more because the thing with Chronicles was like we had
Everyone's
a
probably
lot of
We
trailers
heard
for
about
Chronicles.
it.
We had like multiple trailers, so they had a lot of different trailers for Chronicles. And we had the JC Backfire thing. But with Gorod, it was like, damn, this is our first look at the map itself, and it was like,
Yeah.
wow,
That's true. That is true.
my mind
love
was blown. I
love
the
that
trailer
vibe.
just sets, dude, that vibe of the map and just everything with the community was.
I think, dude, when Lex and JC used to do Remember That Time When, bro.
Yeah.
I used to watch those all the time.
Yes, dude. I watched every one of those. I watched the Zombros podcast and all those different things that were happening back then. And
I watched a lot of Noah too when he was
everything with that, dude. It was such a different feeling, dude, because nowadays it seems like people in the zombies community have kind of, they've not moved on, maybe moved on, but also they've just opened their minds up to other things. Before it was mainly that everyone used to just post zombies and zombies news and zombie gameplay, zombies, whatever. But now it's like people are more open to other things. They've moved on to different things, some people. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just looking back at that as the peak for me because, even though it might have not been the best time, it definitely felt like, just because the zombies community was such a small community, it wasn't like a huge community at the time. It was kind of its own like niche within a big game. All right, so
Yeah.
it was just fun, man. Those times were just great.
I still remember the day the Revelations trailer came out, the intro cutscene.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of the trailer before the trailer came out.
Yeah.
When the intro cutscene came out, I remember reacting to it with my phone on the table. It was during one of our football pre-game meals for 8th grade. And I remember it coming out, and I told my friend Jacob, I'm like, dude, the new Zombies map trailer just came out, or like the intro for it. And he's like, dude, let's watch it. And then like when we were watching it, like most of our football team came and huddled around the one table to watch it. And we were going like ballistic when we were seeing like all this shit going on. It was crazy. It was a cool experience. Yeah. It was like me and a ton of other people that I know all reacting to one zombies thing. It was fucking awesome. We were like, dude, what the hell is going on?
Bro, like what is that? That's the like, dude, it was just.
We saw the Shadow Man. It was like, what's it called? It was the same level of fucking portals from Avengers Endgame, bro.
Mm-hmm.
When we saw fucking Shadow, we were like, oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah,
I remember that with
it was such a different thing, different time.
I remember that with the original teaser trailer for Revelations when you saw like the corruption device and you did not know what it was. You're like, what the fuck is that? And you saw like the Apothicon for a moment, and then you see like our heroes walk to like an orb, a blue orb that we know is the Apothicon sun now. And you're like, what the fuck are they doing there? And then Revelations. You're like, what? I remember, I think it was Mr. Rufflewaffles who reacted to it outside. He's like, the fuck is this?
I'll do the Mr. Rufflewaffle face.
Yeah. But also, I know one of the most hyped times also was, I don't know if you guys remember that, but it was early on in the DLC. It was after Mob of the Dead came out. And suddenly people were getting the Rhaegar Mark II inside of the box.
Yeah.
A whole month earlier, before Buried was teased.
Everyone was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, like, what the fuck is this? And I remember, NGT Zombie, Syndicate, everybody went for that. They wanted that Rhaegar Mark II, and you could only get it on town. Everybody wanted that. And when you finally got it, you're like, what the fuck, new Rhaegar? What the fuck? Since when? When? The leaked DLC, new DLC. And then it was only for a day. And then it was removed. Nothing to be heard of again. Until the Buried trailer came out, and then we saw it in action. And like, oh shit, there it is. Like, it was for DLC, that's so cool. And then you, I don't know which interview it was again. But there was one of the Blondell interviews, and they asked about the Rhaegar Mark II, and they said that it was not a glitch, but it was that it was meaningful. That they were supposed to get that in town only.
I bet he was just saying that because the positive outcome. He was like, "Oh yeah, no, definitely meant to do that. No, for sure."
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, definitely.
They're like, when they did it, they're like, "Shit."
fuck.
So well, no, still didn't get posted a new video.
Remember the Jason Blundell
fuck.
freaking Morse
Shit.
code? The Jason Blundell Morse code blinking.
Oh my god. That was my dude, we'll never get dude. Like, dude, I just wish we would get some of those again. They're just sitting down with the devs and seeing what they say. Like, we haven't gotten that because obviously because of COVID. But man.
Alright, I know you guys probably do you guys remember how early the DLC 1 trailer for Horizon Drop came out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It actually came out 2 months before the DLC came out.
Yeah, it was December or something, like December.
It came out the whole video, like basically telling us what the map is gonna be, came out in fucking December. 2 months before the actual DLC.
Wasn't it that we saw the poster, like, also way beforehand, because there were people over at Treyarch who were posing in front of the poster, taking pictures, because they were playing for, like, COD League, I think it was. And it's like, I saw Charlie Intel tweet out, yo, DLC 1 coming out, I think it was February, right?
February 2nd.
Yeah, it says on the poster, February 2nd, already leaked. Like, what the fuck? And you just see the Horizon Drop on there, you're like, what the fuck is this shit? It's a castle!
Yeah, we never get those anymore, dude.
No.
We never get shit like that.
And the thing is, I bet they did that all because I bet when they finished Shadows, they're like, okay, well, we finished this map. It looks beautiful, plays beautifully. Let's work on the next map. And I bet they finished DLC 1 before the game came out. Probably. They're like, all right, we already have all this set up. Let's just announce it because fuck it. We finished early.
What do you guys think of the thing that apparently Shadows of Evil is not going to be the original map to be released at the time? Did you hear about that?
What was the map?
Yeah, apparently...
No, what was the map that's supposed to be released?
It was the Giant. The Giant was... The Giant was apparently done beforehand.
Imagine if the Giant came out as the on-disc map and that was it.
Like
that would have been
with no Easter egg.
Oh,
I mean,
that would
because
have been
if you look at the alpha designs, right, of everything, I don't know if you guys remember those that were leaked a while back, but if you look at the designs for like Floyd and everybody, their models were unfinished, but premise was fully finished.
Well, that makes sense though, Flannery, because think about it this way: what pistol do you start with in the Giant? The MR6, right?
MR6, yeah.
Yeah, and the MR6 was a base gun and multiplayer, right? And they obviously developed like multiplayer first before zombies mostly of the time when they do concept.
Yeah.
So when they do weapons, they're probably like, okay, well we have this map, so we're starting zombies now. All right, put the pistol obviously. So put the starting pistol. Oh wait, the MR6, good. There's our map, the Giant. It's a classic map based off of these assets. We could start it, do the light work. And obviously, Shadows was a lot new and fresh, and things like they had to basically work all of it from scratch with the characters, the weapon, obviously, the Bloodhound, and all that. They probably it makes sense why the Giant was probably made first before that.
Yeah.
Also, the premise characters were probably already made because of Origins.
BO2, yeah. BO2.
Could be, yeah, true. Yep. But do they already have the next gen version of that then? Because we first had Ghosts and then Advanced Warfare, right?
Well, wasn't BO2 like wasn't Origins wasn't Origins like it's basically like Origins was kind of like the precursor to BO3.
Yeah,
so in a sense, it was kind of like I'm pretty sure even one of the interviews they said, hey, we wanted to make this like this map we made basically that in mind of what the next gen was, but we couldn't do it all the way because obviously we lacked the next gen, and that's why Origins got remastered in Chronicles. They kind of got everything to look good, and the snow was good, the textures and stuff like that.
Makes sense, in a way.
I have something to admit. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I never bought the season pass for BO3 until after Zombies Chronicles came out.
I'll do you one. I'll do you one better. I'll do you one better, Caleb. I didn't buy DLCs until Black Ops 3.
I mean, I didn't really have control because I was younger. I didn't really have control on if we were to buy DLCs or not because they're basically my brother's games. Because I was, I was too young to play.
Yeah.
So I didn't really have control to get DLCs. If I could, I would, but I didn't really have control.
See with me, I had like PS4, so I just bought like every year I would just buy the what was it called, like the digital deluxe edition for the games, and I just went season pass. It's always what I usually bought because I stopped buying physical games after the 360 because I just didn't see why I would. Like I think I got physical games for when I got my PS4. But after that, I just did digital because I got Advanced Warfare. Actually, Advanced Warfare might have been the only game I had physical. But besides that, I had BO3, IW, all digital. So, yeah, luckily I obviously got to play the DLCs because some of my earliest zombie memories were not even from my own like console. I don't even think I bought any of the BO1 DLC. And I don't know why I have this, but I was on GameStop another day, and one of my past purchases was the BO2 season pass. I'm like, what the fuck? When did I buy that? And I don't even remember having it on my console, but I guess I did. But most of my memories of playing the older zombie maps were at a friend's house, so
yeah,
that's not much of my. And I was there obviously all the time because it was just always wanted to play zombies, and every day we used to go and play, and it was fun, man. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
But BO3 is when I really started to just do everything on my own and, really started getting better at zombies mostly too.
I think that's where everybody got better at zombies. And then slowly, because the content was getting dry in the beginning, you went back to BO2 and you got better at that. You went back to BO1, got better at that. World War.
See, I had the opposite thing. My friends, so basically all my friends loved BO3, especially during DE when that kicked off.
Yeah.
We played it every day. We never got bored, ever. I don't know how, but we used to, dude, I miss these days. So when DE came out, we did the Easter egg with all my friends. We had, a bunch of friends. We would go in different groups at a time where we would have 4 of these people doing it. Oh, we didn't beat it. Oh, but then this group did. And then we would have other friends that would come in, and we would play BO3 multiplayer some days, some zombies some days. And I don't think there was one day where I went, man, I want to go back. In BO3, it was insane. There was always something to do, whether it was a weapon bribe to grind for in BO3 or, zombies do the camos or anything like that. It was nuts. The Easter eggs. It was such a weird feeling how we never got bored, for me at least back then. But now I get bored so easily because it's just not much to do. But I don't know.
You want to grind everything?
We got it free though. Are you complaining about free content?
I'm not complaining about free content. Are you
complaining about free content?
You old man, I'm not complaining about free content.
Just spit all over my mic. I'm sorry, baby.
Oh my god.
I would say this game's just not my cup of tea, man. It's just boring to me. And they're like,
no, I get
it's all free, right?
It's so. The thing is, the game, man.
It's free or not. I would still pay $60 for a fun game.
Yeah, it's the thing. It's like. I like Cold War, but the problem is I get bored. I get bored very fast, and it's so hard for me not to get bored. And I get into conversations with people saying that, you should not have to feel this way. They shouldn't have to have all these things that you want to make the game fun. You should just be able to play and have fun. Why? No other game to me, I don't find that fun just to play a game anymore. Not even just that. It's why is there for example, if another game's giving me a reason to play, why don't I just play that game? If the game gives me a reason to get on every day and play, but you want me to hop on the game where I have no incentive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I still don't get why people expect people just to love games without having anything to do on them. But I guess there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how you feel about that, but I think that's the main problem with Cold War. It feels sometimes like there's not much to do on the game compared to BO4 and 3. It felt like in BO4, BO3, I always had something in the back of my head going, hey, I should probably do this because I can get something really cool. Now in BO Cold War, there's just not that feeling.
All right.
Caleb? I think you can resemble with that. Just not much to do.
I agree. That's why I really haven't been playing Cold War a lot. And the thing is with BO3 and BO4, I mean, again, like what you said, there's at least something to do.
Yeah.
And like, even though it's all free, it's not like just because it's all free doesn't mean like I have so much to do.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I'd much rather pay the $60 to get like a game and have deal. I said this before when Modern Warfare came out. I would much rather pay for the game and then pay for a season pass and just have all those DLCs come to me. Not a big fan of the free aspect because they're kind of like. Because they're kind of excusing it being free for it being kind of delayed a lot more. Like,
and cut short.
And like a lot shorter than it should be. They're like, hey, but it's free content. Like,
it's free, so how can you complain? Like, yeah, you can't really complain, but but you have to compare it to the previous content because it's you. As Call of Duty goes on, you don't want to get less content. You want to get more, or at least the same, at the very least. And that's the problem. We haven't been getting them.
People hate comparing content. That's the thing that I feel like a lot of people like to like that. When people say Nocturne and Totem is the best zombies map ever made because it's the first one, I laugh in their face. I'm like, okay, what would you rather play, Noct or Origins? What would you rather play?
Origins.
Exactly. No one wants to play Noct. I mean, yeah, just because it started zombies.
It can't
doesn't
be
mean
nostalgia only. It cannot be nostalgia only. If you're gonna keep saying that a map is good because of nostalgia, you're gonna be laying in the past and you're not gonna move forward. And that's the right thing that is happening right now with Cold War. People are staying in the past. They're like, yeah, okay, we need this and we already had that. We need to move forward with stuff. We cannot have every single year the same stuff or else it will get stale.
I agree with that to a point. I agree that maybe in the past there's better formulas you can use to make your game a little better instead of like changing the formula completely and completely changing the game.
Yeah.
Because say you're playing Call of Duty and then Call of Duty kind of changes the formula to where you're kind of playing Battlefield now. And now you're like, well, now it doesn't feel like Call of Duty. Now it feels like I'm playing Battlefield. I kind of want to go back to the Call of Duty feel. But then they're like, dude, like, don't forget about forget about that, dude. That's not how we are now. Like, but this is not Call of Duty anymore. You know, like I do agree with that to a sense, but I feel like there's a point where people need to see like there's stuff that works out and there's stuff that doesn't work out. Yeah. And I feel like most of the stuff that zombies that bring in Cold War are not really working out right now because I hate how they're combining campaign and zombies. I highly dislike it. Not my favorite thing in the world. I think that should have been its own thing, and now they're kind of. Now, whenever I play multiplayer and play zombies, it kind of feels like I'm playing the same thing at this point.
Yeah,
and I really don't like that feel for zombies at all because I liked BO3. And I'm going to keep going back to the past here because BO3, like when you played multiplayer and played zombies, those are two completely different things.
Yeah, like
you won't play a multiplayer game and play a zombies game and feel like, hey, I feel like I just played the same thing because it's not. They're both. One multiplayer feels and plays completely different. The HUDs are completely different. But I feel like Cold War, even the HUD for Cold War, they're basically the same. They're like the multiplayer, they got the mini map, they got the ammo count, they got
same thing with BO4. The HUD was basically the same.
Yeah, and then they got fucking Weaver tucking up my ass every 2 minutes, and then my guy just going.
Yeah, I think in Cold War, because even if they don't go back to BO3, they can still make it how BO3 felt, where you still felt like you were playing a different thing, even though a lot of it was a little similar. They need to go back to that, where maybe at the very least it feels like you're in a different environment when you're playing. When you're playing Cold War sometimes, it still feels like you're playing with multiplayer assets, kind of. If that makes any sense, where your environments feel very like the same, kind of. I don't know.
The kind of stuff what you're saying, I kind of want to feel like I'm playing the same game and not the same mode.
Yeah.
Like I want to feel like I'm playing a BO3 game and not, multiplayer's BO3 and zombies is Cold War, Yeah, I don't want to feel like two different.
Here. That, you know what, though? Think about it this way. Why don't we get things... Okay, so in zombies, right? And something that makes zombies feel different, right? Is that what it has that multiplayer doesn't. In Cold War... Name something besides wonder weapons or just the maps in general that multiplayer doesn't have.
Pack-a-punch?
Streaks, same. Streaks, okay, the pack-a-punch, but that's kind of different. I'm talking about the streaks. The armor is the same.
Specific. So
the streaks. The armor is the same. A lot of the effects are the same. The guns are the same, obviously, and a lot of different things are the same. something that I think Cold War needs to do, and I've been stressing this, is I want things that are only in zombies. I want something cool that is only in zombies, whether that's a new specialist weapon, like maybe it's a new like grenade, kind of like a new like a
STG, bro. Bring us the STG. Make it zombie only.
Zombies only weapons should happen more, and maybe it's like, maybe it's like something where it's like a side weapon. Maybe it's like a, I don't know, maybe some sort of weapon in the map could take up your special slot, and it's kind of like maybe like a, I don't even know, like a flamethrower or a bow or something like that, where it's cool and it's only to zombies, and it makes that
specific blueprints, bro.
Yeah, that too, or maybe
specific blueprints.
You can earn maybe
custom camos on your gun, custom attachments that have to do with zombies that make your gun better.
Dude,
just for zombies.
I'm gonna say this, but like in World War II with variants. Like, they had their own special zombie perk on it.
Yeah. What I was going to say was, what if maybe one of the maps, you are in this, like, I don't know, maybe you're in, like, this... Okay, we'll just talk about Berlin here, because we know that's coming. What if you're just in a part of a theater, and you see in the corner, you see this blueprint, but it's weird. It's, like, not... It's like a... I don't even know, maybe it's like a pistol. But it's something's different about it. It has dark aether all over it. There's a bunch of dark aether elements and everything, and you pick it up. It's some weird ass pistol that has like this weird dark aether effect where you can shoot like a laser or something. But it's shaped like an M1911, where it's an M1911, but it's changed. And it's kind of like its own unique version that you can only play with in zombies. I think that's something that would be cool. That to me is what creates personality. To me,
it's like the ray gun effect, is what I like to call it. The ray gun is only in zombies, specifically only in zombies. Multiplayer people have wanted the ray gun in multiplayer believe it or not, multiplayer people have wanted the ray gun in multiplayer forever, and it's never happened.
Warzone 2, people have been saying that too. Is Warzone, people wanted it in Warzone, but the time we ever had that was Blackout. Obviously, Blackout was the reason we get the way we got that, and obviously has been the case, but. That's one thing that I think when people do that conversation of why zombies doesn't feel the same in Cold War, I think that's why. There's not enough things that are zombies exclusive where it makes the map go, hey, this one map has this one thing that you can't get on any other map, or this one thing that you can do a quest for, or this reward in this quest. Like there's nothing that's unique to the maps where, you know, there's not enough unique things. I'm trying to say there are unique things like the wonder weapons and the locations of map, but there's not enough of it. Is what I'm trying to say.
Look at Shadows of Evil, and look at Die Machine. Shadows of Evil has the Bloodhound, the Type 100, the
swords, the Apothicon. Yeah, they have so much. The bot. What's his name? What's his name? The robot. Silver Protector. They have Silver Protector. They have all the enemies. They have so many things that were unique to that only map, and we don't get that now because I think one thing that people don't realize is a lot of things like the streaks. Number one things are streaks, and then the grenades, obviously at the stations. I think personally, those were not needed only because that kind of limits what they can do. Like it feels like they've limited to what they can do in terms of special grenades, special weaponry, special items around the map, special AI around the map. It feels like they've lost that, to me at least. They've lost that drive for something that's new and creative within the maps that are not just the wonder weapons and locations and how to get pack-a-punch or whatever. It's like that stuff is usually what we like in zombies, but to me, some of the most impressive things that I remember in zombie maps are, for example, DE. I remember obviously the dragons, the bows, the number one thing, the bow quest, and all the different bows, the Ragnaroks, and then with Revelations, I remember the Apothicon upgrade because that was something unique to that map that you did, and the Keeper Protector because it was different, and you know all that type of things, and we don't really get that anymore. Things that are only in zombies that define the mode.
Yeah, I agree. And that's what Cold War lacks. That's my opinion with Cold War. That's what I feel like it lacks.
I think if they do that, it could be a much better game. It could be. It has the potential, right? It has it. They just
it definitely has potential. Cold War
the core foundation is good. It's just that they need to build and
right now. If their DLC 3 or no DLC 2, right?
2.
Is on count as DLC 2?
Yeah, we're only on DLC 2 right now. That's what people gotta realize. We still have
DLC
time.
2, 3, and 4 are like super exceptional. Then I might honestly
probably pretty decent.
Viewpoint. It could change
Yeah.
the entire.
It's just right now, and then obviously with whatever else they bring to the game too. Besides that can differentiate. And we still have. We're not even halfway into the year yet. We're barely. I think we're not even 5-6 months into the game cycle. But I just hope that they don't fall short, and they actually create things that they need to have evolution within the DLC like they used to. Because right now it feels like they haven't really done that yet. Hopefully they do that.
Yeah. Well, with all this talking about, we forgot about the time a lot. But I don't think there's any more to talk about, right?
One last thing. With ZWC, we just go into that, and then we'll close. We just talk about that since it's on Caleb's shirt.
Sure.
All right, so basically today is the last day of ZWC for the online tournament.
It's the last day?
It's the last day.
Sheesh.
And basically there's a lot of craziness going on. If you guys didn't know, I don't think I said this because I think when this happened, I don't know, it might have been, but obviously the event got pushed back to June 25th, I think it was, or something like that. One of those days. And so that'll be when that happens. The online tournament's going to finish, and we'll see who the final contestants are. We had a couple new things happening with that, and that's going to be exciting to see. What do you guys think about that?
Man, I'm just glad that I won the Firebase Z challenge. Yes. 24-35. I won the Firebase Z challenge, right, guys?
Cap?
Hell no, bro. I'm the best speedrunner there ever fucking was.
Do you agree with that, Chuck? He's right now on my stream.
Was he really?
Oh my god.
But anyway, there's
bro.
been a lot of craziness with ZWC regarding the moving. I know that a few people, including my boy Caleb here, has to reschedule some stuff, and that was kind of annoying.
I'm just lucky that I'm able to reschedule my tickets.
Yeah.
I'm just lucky.
Yeah. Especially in these times, since I don't think it's gonna be that easy to just reschedule a certain hotel and a day that you're flying away.
We didn't schedule our hotel yet, which was pretty lucky on our part. We were actually thinking about doing that the Monday after, which they announced it on the Friday, that Friday. And we were actually pretty lucky that they announced it then, because then we were going to book our hotel. I'm pretty sure you can't really reschedule hotel bookings.
No, indeed.
But yeah, I talked to my dad. He's like, yeah, our Southwest Airlines you can reschedule. And I was like, okay, that's saving grace, because that means I can actually go again. And I was also worried because I'm actually going to Hilton Head Island in South Carolina the week before. So I thought that was going to when I saw the dates was June 25th, I was like, oh, I think that's when I'm going to be in Hilton Head. So that means I'm probably not going to be able to go. But I'm good, so we're chill.
Yeah. But
So,
I
yeah.
don't think there's much more to talk about with ZWC. The only thing that I still find scummy is that people can keep their recordings hidden until the final day.
I'm not a big fan of that.
No.
I mean, there's not really something you can do to avoid that.
I mean, what they could have done is if you were to do like a thing, like that you made something, you could put it up, keep that as PB, and just keep on updating it every single time you do something better. You know?
Yeah, but I feel like they can't really control how people upload
this
their
gameplay.
I can't go into a stream and be like, hey, dude, you have to upload that.
Yeah, no, but because of this gameplay right here, I'm talking about Firebase and Outbreak and stuff like that. That's from like a few patches ago. It's got updated in the meantime. You know what I mean? That game that he was an earlier patch than that we have now.
Yeah, but you can't really just say, hey, dude, sorry, the game got patched, your record's void.
No. But I mean,
it's kind of be unfair to the person who got the record before.
No, but I mean, like, he could have uploaded it and then put, like, old patch or something, you know? New patch. It's something maybe for next time that they should work around. If they're
which is unfortunate timing that
Yeah.
they upload the patch at that time. It's just unfortunate for them.
Yeah.
But there's really not much you can really do that from a standpoint, their standpoint.
Not really, no. All right.
Yeah, this is a fun podcast. I had a lot of this because nuts. Oh my god! Thank you guys for coming out for the 6th episode of Z Cast.
Man, forgot
Okay.
almost the own
Make-
fucking
make
podcast
sure-
name.
Make sure to subscribe to Flamer and also Caleb on YouTube. Go check them
Links
out on
down
YouTube.
in the chat below.
Yes, we'll put his links in the Twitch and YouTube chat, so make sure to go check them out. Caleb, you got any final words before we start wrapping up?
Call of Duty Cold War sucks. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Caleb, for being here. It was a lot of fun.
Thanks for having me.
Having you here.
We
It
greatly
was really
appreciate
fun.
it. We thank you guys. We have so much more to come. We're definitely going to keep making changes and always make sure to let us know. Oh my god. So what was it?
More to come.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus.
But Flamer, you want to wrap this up?
Yeah, I do have some news regarding next week's episode. So we won't be doing this on Sunday. We will be doing this just on Wednesday again. Stuff happened last week that might not have been coincidental with how it went going. Traffic, webcam troubles, but everything's fixed right now. I do not know yet who's gonna be. I do not know yet who's gonna be the guest for Wednesday, but I do have some people in mind. What I can say is that we have a special episode to be announced at episode 10. So I'm just gonna say that
Ooh.
in front because that's our 10th episode. It's gonna be a special one. So yeah, look forward to that. We have 4 more weeks to go into that. There's gonna be a lot more stuff gonna be put on the Twitter about that episode. We might even put a freaking giveaway to it for our 10th episode.
Ooh, interesting.
This is something Revive did not know yet, so this is the
I
first
don't
time
know.
they're
This
hear
is
about
news
this.
to me.
So yeah,
This is news to me.
yeah, it's gonna be
But,
interesting.
Yeah.
Bang. So yeah, thank you guys everybody
Bang.
for watching. Hope you enjoyed the Zcast episode 6. Caleb, thanks again for joining us here. Revive, thank you as always. So yeah,
Yes, sir.
thank you all for watching. And it's your boy Super Flamer, signing out. Have a good night.
Bye.